I'm John Geoghegan, Features Editor at Planning Magazine. We're here at the IED Annual Conference today. It's been a great day so far, and I'm with Lucie Bailey, Associate Director at Nathaniel Litchfield and Partners. They've launched a new report today. Lucie, can you tell me what the report's about?
Sure, yeah. So it's basically highlighting the key findings from some recent research that we've been doing, looking at the process of planning for inward investment in local areas, and specifically how local partners can be more proactive and effective in actually securing that investment, both within the statutory planning system and outside of it. So recently we've undertaken a survey of local planning authorities and LEPs across the country to ask them about their experiences of planning for inward investment, what worked well, what perhaps doesn't work as well and could be improved. And we brought that together into a short report that we're launching today at the conference in order to kind of share those findings and help partners to think about how they can shape their policy responses to planning more effectively for inward investment.
Okay. And what have been some of the key findings from the research?
One of the key findings is obviously collaboration is really important when it comes to planning for inward investment, and we found that whilst there's some level of collaboration between local partners, so local planning authorities, LEPs and government departments like the Department for International Trade, that varies considerably across the country, and there's definitely significant scope to improve those partnerships and collaborative working, particularly at the local level between LEPs and local planning authorities. And we also found that whilst planning is often perceived as a kind of a key barrier to economic growth and investment due to the perceived delays and costs and uncertainty surrounding new development, actually our survey suggests that a much wider set of issues around development provide the most significant barrier to planning for inward investment. And they're things like infrastructure costs associated with unlocking sites for development, and also the kind of challenges around the kind of viability of particular types of development. So there's definitely a kind of role for partners to get together and think about what they can do through the planning system, through other strategies and approaches to overcome those barriers and kind of step in and overcome market failures to make sure that the UK is as well placed and positioned as possible to attract that investment going forward.
And following the Brexit vote, has that changed the game, do you think, for local planning authorities in terms of attracting inward investment?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as everyone's been saying as part of the conference today, there's so much uncertainty and there's so much speculation around the implications of Brexit on local economic growth and development. But what we do know is that the UK's ability to make itself attractive to overseas investors is now more important than ever. And we also know that some areas are going to be affected more by that change than others. And a lot of the people that we spoke to as part of our survey don't really know. They're unsure about quite how Brexit's going to impact on their ability to plan for inward investment. So what that really means is that local areas will need to keep a really close eye on investment in their areas over the next few months and years, and revisit their strategies in order to respond to particular challenges or opportunities presented by Brexit. And we presented a number of different ways within our research as to how they can do that practically, and some kind of tools and approaches that they might want to think about and consider in order to position themselves as well as possible for securing that growth and investment going forward.
Lucie, thank you very much.
Thank you.